64% of Americans are going to retire broke. In a recent article on Yahoo Finance, it says that close to half of all respondents, 45% to be exact, claim that they have no money for retirement. 19% said they will retire with less than $10,000. If that sounds like you, or if you're worried, this video will help you. Let's talk about why people don't have enough money, and these reasons include: 1, they don't make enough money to save. 2, they're struggling to pay bills. 3, they don't think they'll need the retirement money after all. 4, their job doesn't even have a retirement plan. 5, they're paying down debt. Or 6, they've used that money for an emergency. So when I title a video like this one as "Why You'll Never Be Financially Independent," it's because the actions that people are taking right now that's holding them back from ever achieving that financial independence. And I'm glad you stumbled on this video, because this video could help you break that trend. See, we need to dig into the problems that are creating this block of why we'll never become financially independent in the first place. We might think we're doing the right thing with money, but then we realize, no, we're actually setting ourselves up for a crisis in the future, and we need to stop now. This is stuff we should have learned in high school, but we didn't. But believe it or not, financial independence is something anyone can achieve. Doesn't matter how much money you make, how much debt you have, how much your expenses are. You can turn this around starting today. I just did a poll recently on the channel, and I asked this question: what are your primary motivations for pursuing financial independence? And of 1,400 votes, thank you all of you who voted on this particular poll, 52% of you said security and peace of mind. Now that is huge. That is the winner, security and peace of mind. What does that mean? Control. We need to have control over our lives, and that is what financial independence is all about. So how do we break free from these financial pain points? Well, thanks to today's video sponsor, this book right here is huge. I just read it, and I'm totally blown away by it. It's called Money Shackles by Dutch Mendenhall. This book is a guide to break free from those financial constraints, from those money shackles, and live life on your own terms. What a better fitting book than the topic of this video right here. See, in this book, it talks about the American dream and the redefined American dream. Just like the stats I gave at the beginning of the video, it's easy to fall into the standard trap of the everyday American dream. Buy the new car, do this, do that. But in the book, Mendenhall introduces what are known as freedom charts to guide readers towards financial peace and freedom. And as I was reading the book, it really points to something that we talk about a lot here on this channel, and that is not putting all of your eggs into one basket. And that could mean like you're buying a bunch of stuff just to go into massive debt. Or maybe you're just putting all of your investment money into the AMC stock. You're increasing the risk of a major crisis happening in your personal life. You're stuck in the currently defined American dream that everybody complains about. So if we take this book, The Money Shackles, we apply what it teaches, we can reverse this trend and ensure that we do indeed become financially independent. Let's break it down step by step. I got 3 steps that I really took away from this book that I want to share with you in this video, so we can ensure we do not end up on the rocks. We get to sail away into an absolutely amazing future. Step number one is to focus on assets before lifestyle. This really hit me like a ton of bricks. In the book, Mendenhall explains a simple step to reinvent yourself by saying, build your assets before you buy your lifestyle. That is cool. Build your assets before you buy your lifestyle. And as I mentioned earlier, okay, this typical American dream, what does that look like? Things like you go to school, you graduate with student loan debt, you get a decent job, hopefully, that pays pretty well. You show off your job and your success by buying a brand new car and a beautiful home. And then you wonder why you're so poor and can't get ahead. But see, what's happening in the beginning of that trend is that we're buying our lifestyle before we buy assets. We're doing all these things that benefit us, that show off all our hard work in college and all that other crap. I did it myself, right? And what that puts me at is a level of stress that took me 10 plus years to get away from. So the goal is to figure out, how do we start investing young? How do we start building up our assets, diversifying our assets, building that up so we don't get trapped into what I ultimately got trapped in, into what a lot of Americans get trapped into. So step number 2, after you do that, is you got to find your freedom income. See, in the book, Mendenhall guides us through achieving a freedom income. This aligns with step 1. After you realize buying a lifestyle first is a bad choice, We want our cash flow to exceed our expenses as early in life as possible. So with this, we need to know a couple things. Number one, your monthly income, how much money you're bringing in. Number two, your monthly expenses, how much you're paying to live your life. You need to look at how much money are you saving, how much are your monthly debts, and your monthly investments net value, because your investments are going to grow over time. And that's really a key point, because in school, remember, maybe you got taught how to balance a checkbook or how to use a credit card, or you went to college, you signed up for a credit card because they were giving away something for free. For me, I signed up for the credit card. They gave me this free shirt simply for signing up for the credit card. But guess what they were doing? They were trapping me into the money shackles by doing that. Did this happen to you? Did you go to college and you signed up for a credit card because you got something for free? Drop me a line down below. What was that free item? Did you get the shirt like I did? Did you get something cooler? Did you get something worse? Let me know. I'm interested in see what these credit card companies are giving away to college kids, especially these days. But what we didn't learn while we were signing up for that credit card and getting the free shirt and all that other stuff is how to balance our income and savings with investments. We didn't learn about building up our assets, diversifying our assets, and then being able to live off of that financially free. So you got to focus on your freedom income. That was a big takeaway from this book. And that will lead you into step number 3 that I took away, which is diversifying your assets. Sometimes we got to think beyond the traditional stock and bond investments and look at diversifying, not putting all those eggs into one basket. Look at alternative assets such as real estate, other tangible assets. In the book, the author underlines the significance of real estate and real asset diversification and development. So real estate is a key component due to the potential for generating passive income, appreciation over time, and offering tax advantages. Even starting out with something like a REIT, real estate investment trust, which is something you can invest in fractionally, you could start with something like that so you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of single family homes and hope that you can rent them out. You can start small, but then in that way, you're also diversifying how and where you're putting your money and how and where you're putting your assets. So that way, if one doesn't do as well, the other one is your safety net. The book is jam-packed with stuff, and I think that is the key. Of these 3 steps that I took away, we can reverse the trend and not get to a point in our life where we'll never become financially independent. In fact, the author Dutch Mendenhall, he started as a valet, hated his job, and was able to turn it around and become financially independent himself. And he achieved this through investing in multiple REITs. Remember, REITs is Real Estate Investment Trust. He also founded the Rad America REIT. Now, this particular REIT specializes in acquiring and operating various types of land investments, including farmland, ranch land, timberland, and raw land development. This stuff is critical for the future, and it's growing. I mean, we're talking about soaring from $2,520 per acre in 2012 to $3,800 per acre in 2022. Farmland is continuing to grow at an average rate of 11.5% per year, and it's absolutely an impressive way to diversify your portfolio. And in the book, there are other very inspiring stories that you'll have to check out. And here's the best part. In the link in the description below, you can actually get this book now for free. You just got to cover the shipping cost, and it's yours for free. I would definitely recommend checking it out. I read through the entire thing, had a lot of takeaways, even beyond the 3 steps that I just shared with you. So nothing really to sell you here. Check it out. Link in the description below. Absolutely free book. 64% of Americans will retire broke and will never become financially independent. But not you. Not anymore. As long as you commit and you get started today. To learn more about financial independence, check out this video next, and we'll see you on the next video.